Welcome TechBrothersIT. In this video, we are going to take a look into this error. File cannot be opened because it does not exist or it is used by another process in Azure Synapse workspace. So when we try to access this file that is sitting in storage, and that could be like you are trying to access that file by serverless SQL pool, you are getting this error, or you are using notebook and still you are getting this error. So we are going to fix that. So first of all, I'm going to show you the scenario, what exactly is the scenario. So here is my storage account, and this storage account has container, and in this container I have this input directory, and input directory has a CSV. Now if I will go to the Azure Synapse workspace, and here I'm on a home page, then I go to data, and then I click on plus sign, and I want to make a connection to the external data, and I'm going to go ahead and say select Azure Data Lake Storage Gen2, because that's what the type of my storage is. So how I know that? If I go to overview, I have enabled the hierarchical namespace, that's why I just make it Gen2. Now if I go back here and say like, hey, I want to make a connection, so leave this integration as is, and here I'm gonna go ahead and say use system assign manager identity. So if I will do that, I'm gonna go ahead and select my Azure subscription, and then I'm gonna select the storage account. You see here we have a manage identity Synapse, and then we have the object ID. If I test connection, it works just great. It tells me, oh, so here is actually connection is failing. So let's take a look, because we have not provided the permission. So I'm going to go ahead and provide the permission first. So let's stay on this line. Fine. Here we leave this as is and go back here. So we go to the IAM here, and then I say, oh, let me assign this permission. So I'm going to go with the blob storage contributor. And here I'm going to say storage blob data contributor, and hit next, and then manage identity, add account, and then use my workspace, and then this is my workspace. I want to add for permission, and that's it. Now I should be fine. Now let's go ahead and create this. Okay, our permissions are done. If I go back here, you can see that now I have a storage blob data contributor given to my workspace here by using manage identity. Now if I go back here and hit test, it should complete with success. Let me test again. Okay, yeah, it was just a time, so it gave us like a couple of seconds, and then it is just fine. So now we can go ahead and create, and now I should be able to navigate from here. So if I refresh, I'm going to see the storage and container here, and then I can see the directories under that, and then I can see the file here. Once I start accessing it, guess what, I want to say, let's say top 100 rows, and then I'm gonna get this error, and it is telling me cannot because it is used, it does not exist or used by another processor. Let's go back here and try to execute this through the notebook, and I'm trying to load this file into the data frame. If I execute, I should be getting error as well. So you can see that I'm getting a py4jj java error, and an error occurred while calling this 06 load, and this request is not authorized to perform this operation. So if let's say in this case what's happening, I'm the person who is trying to access this file from the workspace in the notebook or serverless SQL pool. So the issue here is my account, because the Synapse internally uses your ADD user identity to access the data, not the manage identity. So our Active Directory account will be used to access that. So we have to provide the permission to our account to the storage. Then after we do that, we will be fine. But now if this let's say it's a pipeline is running, and pipeline is using then manage identity will be used just fine. We don't have to provide the permission to Amir or any other user here. But if you are using a notebook, you have created the notebook, and you are using that notebook in the pipeline, you will be fine. You don't have to provide the permission to the user. But it is in a graphical interface right here where I'm trying to access the data with my credentials, and I'm trying to run through the notebook or SQL serverless SQL pool, that I'm getting this error. So in this case, very simple. You go back to your storage. In this case, this is our storage account, and then you will go to the IAM, and then here you will go to the add role assignment, and here you are going to be assigning the role. So let's look for blob storage data contributor. That's what I would like to give to myself. Instead of manage identity this time, we are going to use a user group or service principal, and here I'm going to add myself. So Amish Azad, that's my account, and then I'm going to select and review and assign. It should be adding the role now. And now if I go to the role assignments, I should be having this, you can see that storage blobs data contributor role is assigned to this Amish Azad, and also to the tech Synapse, that's my workspace. And if I go back here now and run this SQL query, I should be fine. So let's give a couple of seconds and then we should run, and it should be fine. Now if I will run through the notebook, let's run that and see if that's fixed. So both of the cases as of now, we are seeing that this is not fixed. So but I think it's just the time. I'm gonna leave this close and then close this and come back again. And maybe if I go to the other storage, that is my storage that is I have attached at the time of creating my workspace. Now if I want to run that query, that should run just fine. So because this is already attached to it and it's fine, but now I'm concerned about this one where I was getting the error. So this is our old story, no problem, we already know that. So we are going to go to test container again, and then I'm going to click right there. So just trying to refresh this directory, go back to this and then say select top 100, and now I run it. Still I'm getting this error. So I don't think so. This is a the permissions are there now, and the only thing I can think of is I'm going to close this whole thing. I'm going to close this Azure Synapse, actually the entire thing, and come back. So here I will go back and go to the workspace again, and then I will come back and open a studio again. Now once the studio is open, then we'll see if it refresh everything and permissions are there. Now we go to the develop here, and then actually data here, go to links, and here is my storage, and now I should see the storage account here. Guess what? We have added, but we did not publish, that's why. Okay, great. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this again, add to external, and then here. That's why publish is very important, otherwise whatever the setting you have done, that's gone. So I'm going to select system manage here, and then this is my account, test and create, and hit publish button right away. So now even we restart our Synapse workspace portal here, and that should be fine. Now if I refresh here, now I go back here, and then this is my test container, and then you can see right there, this is a file, and I can select top 100 rows. I hope this time it will work. Yes, it worked. So once you create that linked service there, I will say go ahead and publish. That's also important. But I don't think so publish created the issue. It was more like we have an issue on our end. I'm gonna go do the same thing here, and session. So it's going to take some time because I close everything, so it's going to take maybe 3-4 minutes before it will start the Spark pool and then run this query. But you see that what is important in this case, when you're getting this error, there are two things need to be done. One thing you need to do is on your storage, you will be going to the storage and go to IAM, and then add your Azure Synapse as a manager entry that we have done here, and then provide a storage blob container data contributor, and then also add the user to it that is going to or trying to query the data from these containers in the Azure workspace. So that's fine. I have seen this error as well. This is also, if I go to the monitor here and then take a look on running Apache Spark application here, and you can see that this is one of them is still running. So I can go ahead and cancel this, and it says that total duration 25 minutes and 19 seconds. So I don't know why this is still running, and this should close. Now we are all good here. And let me go to the notebooks here. I'm going to close these notebooks as well. So delete these notebooks. So I don't need any of these notebooks. So in the, I'm going to go back, publish, all those notebooks were there, so I just deleted them. And now if I go back here, and we already have figured out like, hey, this works with our serverless SQL pool. With a notebook, it should work just fine as well, so no problem. It is just my Apache Spark cluster. Okay, great. So we can see that now we are able to read the data by using the notebook and PySpark code and from our container as well. So now we shouldn't be getting this issue anymore. So I thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this video will help, and I will see you guys in next video.